Hi everyone and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Auckland, New Zealand. So thanks for joining me today. If you are here in New Zealand, today's a public holiday. It's Anzac Day. So a day to remember those that have served in the wars for us. So I appreciate you being here. Maybe there'll be a few others who are usually working that might be able to join us live. Or even if you're watching the recording, thank you for being here. Feel free to comment and ask questions as we go, or even if you're watching the replay, feel free to comment and ask questions, and I'll do my best to answer when I can. So thank you for joining with me. I hope with my Facebook Lives that I give you some ideas and inspire you and help you with your card making, paper crafting. We're all at different levels and different experiences, different resources and things. So hopefully what I share with you will give you some ideas to help you with your crafting too. So I don't know about you, but lots of us have designer series paper or patterned paper. And sometimes you may wonder what to do with that. So today I thought I would share a card design that gives you an idea of how you can use and share the wonderful patterns that we have from our designer series paper. So I'm going to make a card using the paper from one of the sets of paper that will be in the annual catalogue. And then afterwards, I'll show you some other examples and another card of something that's already been in the previous catalogues and show you that one before it retires as well. So I'll give you a couple of a few ideas on how you can create a card like this. So I hope you find it useful. All right, so I will switch over to my desk and we will get started. All right, here we go. So just straighten things up a little bit. So these are the cards that I've got for today. So they are using the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper, which I will show you. And it uses the in colours that are coming out in the new annual catalogue. So you'll see here I've used this one with the stripes on the background. And then the other card, whereas it has got this pattern. So more your peach pie and then this on the background. So some of them are sort of patterned and then others are more nice colours and background, but beautiful colours. So if you haven't seen the new in colours yet, Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock. This has got some peach pie in it and Pretty in Pink. So I think I showed you that one already. So I'm not quite sure if I'm missing one, but that's the different designs and things. So basically what I've done for these cards is I've got my focal point in the middle and then just, added some ribbon and sentiment things, and you can add some embellishments as well if you wish. And basically you sort of need to think about two colors that go with your paper. And then you'll see these are kind of reversed. So I've got the Pretty in Pink with the Petunia Pop, and then I've got the Petunia Pop and the Pretty in Pink. And inside, I've added a little bit of the paper as well, so it kind of ties it all together. So that's very cool. So in the description, you'll find the measurements, so you don't need to take them down. I have included them in metric, so I haven't worked out the imperial at this stage. So hopefully that will give you an idea on how to make it. So basically there's very little stamping for this one. I'll make another card later, and if you have a coordinating stamp set, then you can do a little bit more stamping with it. All right. So to create my background, so I did see sort of a layout a little bit similar to this by a fellow demonstrator, Christine McNichol, but I've changed it up a bit, like with embossed background and measurements. My measurements are different and things, but just, often we see things that others create, and then that gives us a starting point. So I've got my card base, so we're going to make this one, and I have embossed my background with the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. So I've already done that. So I've just cut that a little bit smaller than the card base. So it is 10.2 by 14.5, and that's just going to get adhered on. Then it gives it a bit of sort of interest around the edging. So let's put that on now. And then you're going to have another color piece for the inside, which is actually going to be a little bit smaller. So this one here, I wanted it kind of to go closest to the edges. So it's a little bit larger. Okay, we'll do that. So then I've got my designer series paper. I forgot to include a strip, but you can just find a scrap. So basically this is 8 by 12, and then this is 7.5 by 7.5. So it creates a square, and then it's actually the same design. It's the same width. Now I've done it 4.5, so it overlaps a little bit. So I'm actually going to put that down first, and then I'm going to put this on top. And I don't know if you can see, it will overlap a little bit. You could always cut a bit smaller, but I thought if it doesn't, I'd rather that than sort of a gap, saying that it's then covered by the ribbon so you don't really see it. But I did make it a little bit bigger just to be sure. So I'm adhering this on to the pretty in pink cardstock, trying to have an even sort of border around it. I like my glue because then I can adjust it. But I know some of you like your tape, either your seal or your tear-in tape. And try and get that sort of as lined up. Now the purpose of our ribbon is basically to hide this seam here. Might need a little bit more glue in the corner there, so you don't sort of see that part there. This is a fairly quick and easy card, and I've made quite a few of these this morning in different papers and things, so you can see. So if you've got paper left over, you want to make some cards, you need some quick and easy ones, this is the way to go. All right. So I'm going to flip that over and get my seal. Just add a bit of tape on the back. And then we're going to cover up that join. Now quite a lot of it is actually covered with the sentiment anyway. Might be good if I try and get it on straight. So this is the Petunia Pop. This is one of the new in colors, and it's the bordered ribbon. And then I'm not going to do a bow. I don't want it to kind of stand out too much. So I am going to cut, right, it's cutting here, a piece, and basically just tying a knot. And I like to do the ribbon edges on an angle, just helps them fray less, she says, but she doesn't cut it very well. And these are my ribbon scissors. So I only use them for cutting ribbon, and that way they stay nice and sharp. So then using dimensionals, I'm going to put it on my card, card front. So you can see how quick and easy this is. Honestly, it's a real quick card. It's coming up with the idea that takes the time and getting the measurements right. But once you know how to do it, for you guys, it's nice and quick and easy. So I'll take off our dimensionals. Whoops, they're flicking off today. They're not staying on. Okay, let's get rid of that. So we'll do it like this. So of course you can use any embossing folder that you've got that will kind of work pattern wise. I just wanted something a little bit sort of subtleish. All right, then find a scrap of cardstock, and we're going to use one of my favorite punches, which yay is back in stock again. It was so popular it was out of stock, then back in, and then out of stock, but it's back in stock again. So it is a big punch. So as you've seen me do before, I will show you. So if I how to make it smaller. So if you do that, there's a lot of white on there, and I don't want that much. So I'm actually going to bring it down. And then I'm going to pop it back in like that, lift it up. And then we've got a smaller size. Isn't that cool? Now, when I put it on, I don't really want to put my dimensionals on where the ribbon is. I kind of want it above and below, then it will sort of keep it all in place. So I'm actually going to use some of my mini ones. So we'll put top and bottom. I guess you could glue dot it down too if you wanted. Take those off. Whoops, take them out. So you could make quite a range of cards with completely different papers, and obviously just use, you know, whatever shapes you've got for the sentiment. Dimensionals everywhere, doesn't want to go. Okay, there we are. So if I have them handy, I forgot all about adding some sparkle. I'm just going to have a look and see if it's next to me here. Can't see it, so we might have to go without, but you could add some of the nice shimmer gems as well. And then we want to do the inside. So I've added that pink layer like I had. So this piece should be 10 by 14.3. And my white piece is here, like so. And then I'm going to put a strip of, where is it? Here. So what I'm going to do is actually put that on first, because then if I need to trim it, I can. And I've buried my glue. No, it's right next to me. You can probably see it. All right, so let's, which to do first? All these decisions. All right, it's not quite straight at the top, so we will stick it on and trim it with my non-ribbon scissors. Okay. So I do like to kind of coordinate it with the layers on the inside. Got my, look, can you see the dimensional sticking to me? Let's move those out of the way. Beautiful. And put it in. So there you go, like that. Isn't that quick and easy? I did say it was a simple card. Maybe I should have said quick and easy. But looks effective, and you get to show off the paper that you've got. So like I said, add a few embellishments if you like to. That would make it look quite nice, particularly the in color ones. So your thoughts on that? Do you like that? So remember, if you need, I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. I shall do that. So thank you for those joining me. Thank you, Sheila and Joanne, for being here. So do it. So you asked if I put tear and tape over the back. No, I didn't, because I used the snail and then I stuck it down. But you could do it both ways. So let me show you when I do. I'm going to make another card, and I will show you. Yeah, there's a couple of ways of doing it, but that's a good question. All right, very good. Okay, so that's the first card. So that's the Unbounded Beauty. So just look in your packs when you buy it and see what kind of colors coordinate, and then choose what sort of 2 colors you want to use to have a card base and then an accenting color kind of thing. All right, then I'm going to use a paper that is going to be retiring with the Bee Mine stamp set. So this is another card I made. So quite different in the bright colors. So now I've got to remember, oh, here it is. Yep, it's here. So I've got my bits here. So this one I've done a bit differently. Because I have a stamp set that matches the paper, I have stamped the background, okay? Now there is a stamp set that coordinates with this, but I only had the paper. I didn't have the stamp set, so that's why I went for the embossed look. But you can also, so that way, if you stamp, then you don't need to do any kind of using a embossing machine at all. You can just use stamps. And then I'm going to use a different paper this time to decorate. So let me see if I can remember to show you the different ways regarding putting the ribbon on. Okay, so I'm using Daffodil Delight, and I'm using this, so Bee Mine Valentine. So I'm going to use this as a background. So this stamp set and the punch will still be available in the new catalogue, but not as a bundle. You'll have to pay the individual prices, but the paper is not carrying on. So that's why I've used it in here. So what I'm going to do is just stamp kind of around the edges with this sort of honeycomb look. So if you happen to have a stamp set that coordinates with the paper, then you can use that. So let's just take a look. Uh-oh, where's my red bit gone that I'm going to stick that on? Hopefully I haven't used it for something else. I did cut it all beforehand. Yeah, that must be it. So just have a look before I stick it down. Maybe I want something just in that corner. So we'll stamp it like that. There we go. That one. Okay, excellent. Put the Daffodil Delight away. Okay, so let's just make sure this is the right size. This looks shorter. It is shorter. So where is the piece that I have cut for this? I had it all here sitting next to me, and now I can't find the red, and the red Sweet Sorbet is in the other room. So I don't know where it's gone. Had it all sitting nicely. So we might just have to improvise and go with the shorter piece, because I cannot find another. Let's have a look behind me. Make sure I've got more. Is that Sweet Sorbet or that's real red? They're different reds. Okay. All right. We might have to go for a shorter one, but you'll get the idea. No, I've only got everything else, but I've measured all out and had it ready to go. Oh well, this one is going to be a little bit shorter. I do want my square though, because that's the right height. We might just have to do it like that. Okay, so still looks okay, but there we go. All right, we improvise, we make it work, and sometimes you might have scraps left of a certain size, so you don't have to do it exact. You can make it work. But I do like the square at the top, so we'll just have more of the top and less of the bottom. Okay, now I've used the Sweet Sorbet ribbon that coordinated with that set. So let's show 2 ways that you can put the ribbon on. So I'll show you how I did it before, and then I'll show you another way. So what I did the first time was I got my seal and I put seal on the back. Can you see it like that? So then where's the join? So then I just stuck it onto there. Okay, and that's stuck down with seal. So you can do it like that. Or you can get tear and tape. And my tear and tape I used it before too. What happens is I show something, put it down, and put other things on top, and then I can't find it. Yes, here it is. I just realized my little Stamp with Angela is not up as well. There we go. You can get a piece of tear and tape, and you can just not actually use it as double-sided tape, but just tape it down like this. Okay, so that's another way to do it with tear and tape. So obviously this is sticky, so you've got to be a bit careful that's stuck down. Both, kind of work well. And then we're going to put that on there. Back to our dimensionals. So which way do you do? Do you tend to put tape on top, or peel it, or use seal on that side? Be interested to know. Good old dimensionals. Love these. Okay. Oops, take that off. All right. So let's put that on. It's about straight. I think so. Then we're going to cut another piece to thread through for our little knot. So tuck that in, tie it on. So you can see the background is a little bit different because it's stamped as opposed to embossed. And in some ways I probably like that slightly more, particularly if you've got a coordinating stamp, but sometimes you don't. So that's why embossing. Oh, look, now I find it. It was on the other side of that. What do you know? I was prepared. Anyway, you'd never know. That still works. Oh, turn it over, Angela. Deary me. Okay. It's glued now. We're not going to change it. No one will know. Like, you might actually, this has got Petunia Pop on it, and I do not want to put it on my red, so we need to wash it first. So I don't know if you have one of these, but I love my stamping scrub. So you can use a chamois too, but spray, can use, that's my water size. Wash it on that side and then dry on that side. Nice and clean, ready to go. And it also conditions them. All right, now we've got a clean stamp. Let's do it in red. Beautiful. And we're going to do the same thing with our punch. Of course, you could use, a different shape. Or if you don't have a punch, just a banner or something. Okay. The reason I'm pulling it up a bit is because I don't want it to recut the sides. There we go. Whoops. Nice. So like before, I'm going to use my mini ones and top and bottom so that it's either side of the ribbon. So did anyone get up early for the dawn parade for Anzac Day? I have done it in the past, but not today. There we go. All right. So the inside. So because I have a stamp, we're going to stamp the inside this time. So that yellow that I put away, I'm going to open again and stamp the inside. All right. Once again, I have put something on top of it and it has disappeared. Turn it over maybe. Where is the yellow ink pad? It's probably staring me right in the face, but I cannot see it. Have I used yellow? Did I put the yellow away? No, we used yellow because we did this, so it can't have gone very far. Here it is. We found it. Okay, so let's just stamp this. So do you like the stamped background or do you like the embossed background? Okay, so we're going to put those together. So again, look at your papers and see what colors are in them and then use that for your card base and things. So we've obviously got some, this is Poppy Parade, and then I've got the Daffodil Delight. This one has got a bit more of other colors in it, like the green, and which I guess is Granny Apple Green, so I could have used that. And it's little bits of red, so there you go. How is that? Do you like that? So that is using the Bee Mine Designer Series paper. Okay. So some of you use tape on top. Interesting. Very good. Okay, cool. So I'll show you some other cards that I have made with the same layout. And this one here is the Inked and Tiled Boutique, or just Inked and Tiled, this one here. So I've used this stamp in the background. And then the papers, Lost Lagoon, and this is Crushed Curry, which is a little bit different to the yellow for this card. And this time, what did I do inside? I think I stamped as well. So my two colors are Lost Lagoon and Crushed Curry. So that is in the annual catalogue currently, which is going to be retiring soon, and that paper will be going, and I believe the stamp set as well. So if you like that, get in quick. And it might, no, I can't remember, it might be one of the reduced prices, I'm not sure. Then we've got some of the online exclusives. Now you've seen me use it before, this Latte Love. So I've used some pecan pie with some Calypso coral here, and I've stamped the background with the rings and the splatter and things. What did I do on the inside? And then I stamped on the inside too. So that's an online exclusive. You won't find it in a catalogue, but you'll find it online. Another online exclusive is the Zinnia flowers, I think it is. Very bright colours. And so you look at the sheets and you think, oh my goodness. But, you know, in a small area like this, just a small piece of DSP looks quite nice. And with the other colour at the bottom. And for this one, I don't have a stamp set for this one. So I've used the paper on the inside as well. So that's an online exclusive. And I'm just having, so that's what the whole sheet looks like. And I'm trying to see if I've got the other sheets. Yes, I do. They are behind me. So if you like bright colours, this is a very full sheet with patterns. This one would be cool. You can cut it in half and then do like 3 cards. So that would make 6 cards. So very full on. Look at that. That'll hurt your eyes. So those patterns on one side and then flip it over. And then it's more of a 1 or 2 colour focus. So that's quite cool too. All right, so they are online exclusives along with the latte one. Very good. So let's have a look at all these cards that we did. Well, we didn't do them all today, but you can see some variations. And where's the first two we made? Oh, these as well. Let's have a look. So what do you like? Yeah, it is very easy, but it's quite effective. And just adding texture, some layers, and like I said, some embellishments would be nice too, but I've put those away. So check out the description for this live because the measurements are in there. And of course you can adapt like I had to with this one. It doesn't have to be, you know, perfect. The stamp set I've used is the Go to Greetings, which I love because it's got your happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, thank you, in 3 different sizes. So if you need it, you know, huge and part of a focal point or just a small little greeting, you can choose what size. This unfortunately is retiring. So if you really like it, you've got a few more days until the 30th of April to purchase that particular stamp set. So yeah, I'm definitely hanging on to mine because I find it really useful, particularly with the different sizes. So there we are. Before we move on, I need to tell you about a couple of other things, the exciting things that are happening. So if you like using the papers, I am doing a paper share for the annual catalogue. So these papers are from the annual catalogue. And if you check out the link on my blog, stampwithangela.co.nz, you will see a list of the papers that are included. I can't show pictures of all the papers at the moment because we can't open the catalogue and show it online. It will be online on Wednesday. But if you'd like to get over 85 sheets of either, 6x12s or 6x6s, it's $90, and you get a huge range of all these papers. It's listed on my blog, so you can check it out. And we'll include these, not online exclusives, but the new papers from the annual catalogue. If you've got any questions about that, please ask. I'll do an order on the 1st of May when it comes live and I can order. So the first groups of people that have signed up, I will do it on the 1st. There's going to be lots of orders on the 1st, so it might take a bit longer to come. But I'll leave the share open for just over another week until the 12th of May to give other people a chance to have a look at the papers and see if you want to sign up. But obviously that order will be a week or 2 later, so it will take longer to come. All right, the other thing, if you've seen it before, these cards obviously use some of the in colors, the Pretty in Pink, the Peach Pie, the Summer Splash, and the Petunia Pop, and then there's also Shy Shamrock. If you would love to get the in colors, I'm doing my in color club, so an in color collection each month for 5 months. And it has been announced, so if you like the in colors and you're thinking of joining up, then they've got a great promotion starting on the 1st of May regarding in colors too. So you can either take part in my in color club or you could sign up and get some of the in colors. So have a think. If you want to know more about joining up, get in touch with me and you can join up in May. If you're on my mailing list, you've already heard about this. If you're not on my mailing list, feel free to sign up. stampwithangela.co.nz/free. You'll get a free tutorial when you sign up. And I've sent information about this event, but I'm now opening up to everyone else too. So on Saturday, the 11th of May, so the day before Mother's Day, we will be sharing with you an event for the new annual catalogue. So this is the annual catalogue. We will be able to open it up and show you and share lots of exciting things about what's inside. So if you register, it's a free event. It'll be held in a Facebook group, and we'll have presentations on the day between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. New Zealand time, 6 different presentations of exciting new things from this catalogue. And there's other things in the group happening even before the event in the lead up to it to help you check out the new catalogue. If you don't yet have a copy of the catalogue and you don't already have a demonstrator, feel free to get in contact with me and I can send you one. I would advise you do it in the next day or two because I am off in the weekend on Sunday for a week as part of the Stamping Up incentive trip. So I could send it before I go. After that, you'll have to wait till I get back. So there we go. So I will be away next week. There will be a live, but not quite live. I'm doing something pre-recorded. My daughter's actually helping with that. So I'll still be sharing with you next Thursday so you can check it out. And I'll let you wait and see what's happening there. All right, so any questions? All right, so just to recap, if you need a catalogue, get in touch with me. If you're interested in the paper share or the In Colour Club, details are on my blog, or contact me. And remember, feel free to register for the free online catalogue event. So lots of exciting things. So I don't know what you're doing this afternoon, but if you've got time for some crafting, often I find it's deciding what to make is the difficult thing. And that's often what I find with my Facebook lives or newsletter things. It's like, what shall I do? Once you've got an idea, it's easy. So maybe you'd like to give this card design a go. Use up some of those beautiful papers that you've got. And if you do, feel free to take a photo and share with me what you've made. All right, there we go. So thank you for joining me today. Really appreciate you being here. Do reach out to me if you've got, any questions. I love what I do. I love being able to share with others, and I love being able to share with you, whether you're in my team, whether you're customers. It's great to be able to share this wonderful product with you. Okay, very good. All right, well, thank you. Yes, thank you, Sheila. I will have a wonderful time away. I should, share the Stamping Up disclaimer regarding the incentive trip, that it is only a small percentage of demonstrators that do earn it, in the sense that there's a lot of demonstrators, and we work differently, and it takes obviously a bit of effort, or quite a bit of effort, to achieve this. But yeah, it's a wonderful thing to work towards. All right, so I hope you enjoyed these cards, and yeah, I hope it inspires you to do some crafting today. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to sharing with you again next week. Remember, it won't be live, but I've got something prepared for you, and then in 2 weeks I will be back live with you again. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you again soon. Enjoy your afternoon. I just realized I usually come back, don't I? And I haven't. Oh, dear me. Let me just finish off properly here. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Here we go. Here I am. So thank you for joining with me today. I appreciate you being here, being live. And yeah, if you've got any questions and things, please reach out to me. Am I taking my family? No, not this time. Last time we all went over to England, Norway. It's just me, and my 17-year-old daughter is coming this time. So that will be fun. So part of my family, my daughter. So looking forward to that. All right, so thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you again soon.